In Williamsport, I've been playing music since I was in middle school. I started in the marching band, probably like most people do around here. But I wanted to do originals, so me and a couple other buddies in about, say, 97 or 98 started our first, garage band. Well, I think without a local scene, it would be hard for a band to take off. I know when we first started, it was very hard for us to get our foot in the door because a lot of places, obviously they want someone that's established because they want a bigger crowd. But there were some certain venues around the area that helped us out, and there was definitely some bands that were more established at the time that would let us open.
I think the music scene in Williamsport is a really, it's a good thing. I do a lot of things like playing a lot of jazz groups in town. We have the Bullfrog, where I play with the Doug McMinn Quartet the first Wednesday of every month. With the Williamsport Symphony, that's a group of about 60 to 70 people at any given time or concert. So we always have people from the music scene in town playing in different sections, like the percussion section or the bass section, or other parts of the orchestra, and they're all related through perhaps being teachers, music teachers in the school in different parts of the school district, or players that play in restaurants or clubs, things like that. So that is a big networking place. And also the Bullfrog has had their Sunday jazz workshop for many years.
We play downtown, and it's usually good for us to go down and play. It keeps us relevant, and it keeps people knowing that we're still around. The Barnum Market is that's a great place to play. It's small, so it's more of an intimate show. The Genetti Tap House gets good entertainment over there. Everybody kind of forgets the crap they were going through that week, and they just come out and have a good time.
We try to have the garage doors open and draw some people in with, they hear different music going on, and they stop in, they're like, oh wow, this is cool. There's a lot of good local bands around. A lot of, they try to bring in crowd, drive up business a little bit. It just makes it from a dull, boring thing to, listening to some live music and appreciating talent, and changes the atmosphere and the ambiance and the mood.
Well, there's a lot of different styles of music, but a lot of the people that play in these different venues are playing in multiple places, so that's a connection. Somebody might play drums at the Bullfrog, might be in the orchestra or the Williamsport City Jazz Orchestra.
We're an alternative rock band. We've got metal bands, we've got ska bands, we've got party bands, we've got big bands with horns and just everything.
It's kind of a barometer of what's going on in the community arts-wise. If your art scene is thriving, I think that means there's probably a good economic base going on, because people can afford to go out and see these kinds of things.
Well, as a musician, you really like it because you see that the scene is still alive. I think in today's world, it's just so easy to go see a DJ, but for me, it's like, well, I'd rather go see a live band, and I think it's cool when you go down and you just see different atmospheres and different people enjoying the different types of music. And then you got, First Friday downtown, which they're doing all the outside stuff. So, there's always something going on down there. There's something you can always be doing. Even when it gets colder, you just go inside.
The music and arts don't happen if there's not people to appreciate them. I think we would still be playing and making music on our own. But when you go to these venues, that helps support their mission and keep them going. And it also keeps the restaurants going.
Without people coming to shows, and what's the point in playing? I've always said we're like, the court jesters of old. We just play music. We're only there for your entertainment. We like to have fun and goof around, but you definitely want people there. And it's nice to see repeat people come to shows too. I like music so much, I would hate to not have music. So it would be kind of boring not to have a music scene. That would be like going to any place and there'd be no music playing. That'd be kind of weird if you think about it. I wouldn't like that world. I don't want to be there. I like music, so let's just keep it rolling.
Scott Metzger, conservative, hardworking, committed to keeping taxes low while bringing new jobs to our county. An innovative leader who shares our values. Scott Metzger, the leadership Lycoming needs.